Welcome back, TOEFL test takers. Want to make sure that you boost your score to the next level? Well, don't forget to use examples when you're giving your speaking responses. Why is that important? Well, when you're just giving your opinion, that is pretty good, that's okay, but an example will back up your response. I have to believe you after that. So let's take a look at some examples here to make sure that you get your score to the highest level possible. For example, maybe a question asks, do you prefer to study for tests alone or do you prefer to study with a group? You might say you prefer to study alone because it helps you to focus better, right? But that's not enough. Try adding an example with that to make sure that I have to believe what you say. For example, well, I definitely prefer to study alone because it helps me to focus better. For instance, when I'm preparing for an exam and I find a quiet space in order to be able to relax and understand the information, I find that I really understand the information that I'm studying, and I usually get a good test score. Do you see the difference between that one and the first one? When you add an answer with a very quick, you don't want a long example, you want a very quick example to get to the point, and you will boost the score to the next level. All right, TOEFL test takers, let's attack that exam.